All right.
Are we back?
I think we're back. I hope we're back.
We are so back.
Yeah, if you're watching this, can you please in the comments? I am technologically not sound or savvy. Can you please comment if you can hear my luscious voice? Can you just be like, "We hear you, big dog"? Can that just be a thing? If you're in this right now, there's a few people in here.
Regardless.
Yeah.
If you could just be like, "Yo,
Hey, they're gonna load up.
we got you."
Regardless, let's start the show over. Let's continue where we left off. Welcome into Chatted Up Sports. Hanging with my boy Garrett Tolley, aka GT, and my man Miggy Malcolm Harris. I'm Greg Larnard. We are live and local from Mike's Hole in the Wall here in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, on the North Shore as well. All the good things. Very, very excited to be here. Our presenting sponsor as well, Mike's Hole in the Ball. We love hanging out at Mike's. The best place in Chattanooga for sippers, beer lovers, game day fans, families, professionals, and people that love great food since 2008. They've got you hooked up for every single game day as well. And obviously, we got the college football playoffs. Well, you're good, Cam. Thank you so much.
Hi, Cam. Wow, you got wings and didn't say anything,
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
you just snuck a wing order?
That was a
wing
real
order.
Greg move, bro.
I was so hungry. I want to mukbang a little
Bro,
bit.
he snuck a wing order.
That's crazy.
That's disrespectful.
I want to mukbang a little bit. One of the players on the show on the team, the softball team, was like, "Yo, you guys should do a little mukbang."
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
It sounds dirty though, right?
What is it?
Kinda.
It's eating while you're doing a show.
I respect it.
It's
I
like
didn't know
people
that
are
was a
watching
name.
you. Yeah, it's
I just thought
mukbang.
that was just the word with G. I don't know.
Well, Mike's is great. You got the college football playoff game going on tonight. We're going to be talking a little bit about that in depth as the game's going on. It's 10-0 Penn State, the Nittany Lions, over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish with about a minute and a half left to go. And Riley Leonard is getting the absolute shit beat out of him right now. He's getting beaten, battered, and bruised. He looks a little woozy getting up for that hit. Like, he's trying to shake it off, but it's an issue. The playoff game in the other semifinal between Texas and Ohio State can be seen here at Mike's Hole in the Wall. Wherever you are in this building, there's TVs all over the place. You can see whatever game you want. Friendly staff, they put on whatever game you want. The wings are incredible.
Yep.
Drinks are cold. It's a really, really good spot to watch games and hang out. And, of course, we've got playoff football all week this weekend as well. We got Saturday NFL football. We got Sunday NFL football. And we even got Monday NFL football as well.
It's a hell of a weekend, man.
It's a
Hell of a
football
slate.
weekend. I'm really, really excited.
I'm
for
happy.
this.
No, dive in, man. Me and Miggy will talk.
No, you're
So-
good. I'll mukbang a little bit.
No, man. But Notre Dame, they're not playing like I thought they would have. I really did feel a lot more confident. But we know Penn State. I mean, they looked real good against SMU. They looked real good against Boise State.
Yep.
And it's easy to say, but it's SMU, but it's Boise State. They're showing. I mean, you've been chippering in the ear all week.
I mean, there's a whole half of football left,
There
right?
we go, Jordan Faison.
A whole lot of football.
I mean, I will tell you guys right now, here at Mike's Hole in the Wall, we got somebody in front of us who was a
Shout out.
former Notre Dame cheerleader, and
Okay.
he is
Wait, really?
Yeah, for sure. He went to Notre Dame and he cheered at Notre Dame, and yeah, you can tell that he's very let down right now. But I will say, it's a whole half of football left, but there's going to be a halftime adjustment made for sure. This defensive line is getting after Riley Leonard. Like it's pretty clear it's a mismatch. So hopefully there's some adjustments made for Riley Leonard's health at this point, because I don't think he can take too many more
He's
hits.
limping.
Yeah,
He's limping around.
He looks woozy. He just it's not a fumble, but they might need to review a little something. I don't know. So live from Miami, it's a bit warmer there than it is here.
Yeah, it is. A little
Not
bit
by
warmer.
much, but it is good.
I did see it's potentially going to snow in Disney World and
Yeah.
Orlando for the first time like 50 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I've never, and apparently Miami, they haven't seen snow since 1970, which I've never even thought Miami would snow.
I don't think that could be possible.
I didn't think it was possible.
Dog, it's snowing in Miami. California is on fire, and it's snowing in Dallas.
Snowing and honestly, I'm surprised that this Texas-Ohio State game hasn't had some kind of delay. I'm being from Dallas. I could say this.
It's in Arlington, right?
It's in
Jerry World?
Arlington. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's like kind of in between Fort Worth and Dallas. And basically, the city shuts down. The state shuts down
Right.
if there's a snowflake. I mean, it just does. So, like, kids are out. Businesses are out Thursday. They're out. Are going to be out tomorrow as well. The game's at 7:30.
We don't even know if this game's going to be played tomorrow.
I don't know what's going to be played. I hope it is.
I mean, realistically,
I'm going to be home.
I don't think it's fair to the other teams to make them play if this is not played. Like, they didn't have that much rest. Meaning, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's clearly an advantage. The winner of tonight, if they don't play, the national championship's going to stay the same. As you see Notre Dame driving right now, heading into the red zone.
They're trying.
With a little bit less than a minute left. It's third down. Riley Leonard, hurry up offense, 3rd and 2, right around the 30-yard line here for Notre Dame.
Man,
that was my best Greg Larned impersonation.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That was real good.
Riley Leonard back with the completion to the tight end. Gets out of bounds. He currently has about 44 seconds left on the clock in the first half.
All right, so what's happening in this game? Obviously, look, there's a big discrepancy in terms of the running game. Jeremiah Love has not showed up at all, and I know he came into this game a little bit battered, bruised, and beaten, and it's showing up. The running game for Penn State they've been able to control the line of scrimmage. Katron Allen is getting loose. Nicholas Singleton is getting loose as well. So that's the big advantage. Look, Drew Aller hasn't done much. He hasn't done much. Riley Leonard turned the football over one time, and that was a big turnover for Notre Dame. They got to come out of this drive with some points. I don't care if it's a field goal. I don't care if it's a touchdown. They need something.
Well, I think Penn State's a different front, right?
Yeah.
Oh, with Abdul Carter? Oh, my goodness.
I mean, Abdul Carter to me.
Oh, my goodness. Micah Parson light?
No, I think Micah Parson heavy. I think he's better than Micah, to be honest. Not obviously right now, but coming out, I think.
Both number 11?
When you see that 11 in the Penn State uniform, it's almost like a 7 at LSU.
Yeah.
Like it means something. So, we'll see. He's actually out of the game right now on this critical second down.
Yeah. But, second down, 39 seconds left on a shotgun position.
Well, we can't really do play-by-play on a live stream. That's not really allowed. But
I know, but that's what I'm watching.
I know, but we can't really do that.
Okay, well, Mickey did it.
I know, you're not supposed to.
We're not supposed to be doing it.
Are we going to get flagged?
We could.
Oh.
We weren't allowed to do it on radio, so I don't want to
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something? You're gonna
have
you're
gonna
have the FCC
just
flag us.
Comes deep and let me be me. So let me see.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna give you guys any more updates, man.
We can give updates. We're just
you said
we're
not
gonna
to.
give play-by-play.
You're eating wings. You said I can't be myself.
You can be yourself. We just can't give a play-by-play.
I just can't believe you ordered the wings.
Without that's a crazy red flag.
I don't say the word befuddled much.
Befuddled, Gregory.
Bro, I'm gonna go back to the 1800s. Befuddled. That you would order that without even informing us that we could put an order ourselves.
Well, I don't even know when did that happen. Walk us through your thought process.
You guys were very busy trying to get the
while we were trying to get the studio.
You were talking to Joseph. I just happened to grab Cam and I was like, "Yo,
hey Cam, I know they're struggling right now.
I need some wings." Your boys had an absolute day. So I apologize that I did not include you in the order. Y'all look very busy.
It's okay.
We can always get Cam. I'll go walk up to Cam right now and be like, "Yo, can we put in some wings?"
We're good.
It's all right, man.
So
it's all right.
Notre Dame, Penn State, they look good. We're about to go into halftime. What does Notre Dame? I guess we got some time, but heading to the second half, what does each one of these teams need to do to really push them over the edge to get them to that championship game?
I think for Notre Dame's standpoint, I think you have to adjust. Obviously, pass protection is the number one thing. And I think that you have to have more of an emphasis on a balanced attack on offense, right? And for Penn State, I just think you need to be more aggressive, right? I think you need to take some more shot plays. I think they still need to work on pass protection. Notre Dame's not been as effective as Penn State, but you got to take shot plays, and you got to be able to create some separation up top when it comes to your receivers. And I think it's going to be an interesting second half. I don't think Notre Dame's just going to sit here and lay down.
No way. No way.
Yeah, both two prideful teams, rich histories amongst both programs, and I think it's going to be a nice little finish for what we have here in the Orange Bowl in Miami, brother.
Yeah, I mean, do you think? I mean, my thing is that do you see any kind of coaching advantage here on either team? I mean, there's an age gap clearly between the two coaches.
I think there's
there's a lot of experience differential, but I think they both equally have been in Penn State.
Yeah, no, I think Notre Dame has the advantage right now. We know how James Franklin is in big games, so I'm not buying this first half 10-0 lead.
Yeah.
He's got to show me a finish.
Yeah,
he's really got to show me a finish right now. I don't believe in James Franklin until it actually happens, and the clock hits 0 and they've won this game because he simply does. Their teams just simply don't show up in big games.
I mean, James Franklin going to the national championship is that's saying something, right? Like
That would be
wild.
yeah.
I think he would be solidified at Penn State.
Big
Well,
first
Penn
down.
State,
Big
I mean,
first
That's
down.
a beautiful play call. That's a beautiful play
Penn
call.
State's gone through a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
The Joe Paterno years, I mean, they went to lose all of that momentum, to have a program that went through what it did.
Did it go directly from Joe Paterno to James Franklin? Is that correct?
I
Or
believe so.
What was the lull there?
Was James Franklin directly after Paterno?
Like, what was the?
You're asking me like I'm a Nittany Lions fan. I have no
I mean,
idea.
you're really our encyclopedia.
I know.
Joseph's not here.
I am.
You
If
know?
you're relying on me, I grew up in the North.
All right.
You should be
That
the
is in the North.
Penn State is in Philadelphia, brother.
college football.
What is
I
that?
didn't follow college football in the North.
All right, I'm just gonna look it up real
Connecticut?
quick.
Just Google it.
Yeah, Google that shoot.
All right, I'm looking
That's a
right
big-
now,
That's a big sack.
and Bill O'Brien and Tom Bradley. I
Okay.
forgot Bill O'Brien was there.
Yeah.
I was very, very interim. But yeah,
Abdul
James
Carter.
Franklin has a 142 and 101 record. Abdul Carter is, I guess, showing up.
Wait,
with
what is his record?
142 and one.
I would say
101.
that he rebuilt the program.
Wow.
I mean, I think you could. Now, I do think that year after Paterno, they did win the Rose Bowl, right?
Um,
That is not Riley Leonard, the quarterback. By the way.
no.
Riley Leonard is out right now.
Or they went to the Rose Bowl.
Let's see.
Steve
Angeli is in right now for Notre Dame. This is a big development here for the Fighting Irish. If Riley Leonard doesn't play this game, this is going to be a huge loss for Notre Dame.
Looking for your bowl game.
All right, so it looks like Notre Dame's going to try the field goal. Abdul Carter just got a huge sack.
Wow, you were right.
Sure enough, they won the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Look
So,
at that. Look at you, GT. You're the encyclopedia, bro.
I watched a game or two in my time.
hey, shout out to Levi, man. We appreciate you saying that we sound great. I've been working my what over here to make sure these levels can get to the people, man.
I mean, and just to be transparent, we just need to press the mute button on. I mean, just take that off. But
I'm not wearing my glasses for those. And,
what happened was
what happened was
All right, Notre Dame's on the board. 3-0 going at 3 or 10-3 going into halftime.
baby. Yeah, I just think James Franklin. I think he's got the edge, but I do love Notre Dame. I am pulling for Notre Dame in this game. I'll say as halftime rolls in, the Catholics that were represented well here in Mike's Hole in the Wall are now leaving as well. I guess
hey, shout out to my man who's a
go home.
cheerleader, man. I see you, brother.
Man, he's got the Rudy
You got
Letterman
the
bro.
Letterman jacket, man.
He got the Rudy Letterman jacket on.
Rudy. He can't hear me, man. He's ready to go home to the crib, catch the second half.
Yeah. But you know what's kind of cool about this game is that regardless of who wins, this is going to be the first black head coach that's going to make it to a national championship game.
Man,
Is that right?
Yeah.
I saw people. I'm not even gonna name the guy, but y'all can only imagine. I'll give you initials. CT. He's a famous sports commentator, and they're like, it shouldn't even matter. And I'm just like, dog. Like, I understand what you're saying. It should just be about coaching football, but like, it's never happened.
Yeah.
And the sport has been dominated by nothing but black players. I mean, yes, we've had our occasional great white players. Shout out Joe Burrow, Johnny Manziel.
Exciting whites.
I keep going. Nick Bosa.
There's
I mean,
a lot
but
of
you
good
go-
offensive linemen.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm
Cooper
not
DeJean.
trying to say Cooper DeJean is changing the game for
Some tight ends. Tucker Kraft
hey,
was
man.
great.
Some great
Brock
fellas.
Bowers, Ladd McConkey.
Who was the player that was the color? We broke the color barrier for college football. It was Syracuse.
My stupid
Polar,
stuff.
Jim
Polar
Brown?
Express.
I was about to say Donovan McNabb. I'm an idiot.
Donovan, bro.
I'm an
2000.
idiot.
Damn.
It's Y2K. We
Oh.
breaking color barriers with McNabb,
We
bro.
did.
No.
We did, man. I couldn't say. I know Condra
It wasn't
Holloway.
Jim Brown, was it?
Oh my gosh! Now, why y'all
Man,
doing this to
man.
me, man?
Where's Joseph?
While I'm looking this,
isn't that
But
from,
no, I'm thinking about all the Bart Stars. I mean, there was a slew of only white players for the longest time. And the
isn't
fact
that,
that for the
isn't that from Polar Express? Wasn't that like the movie that was based on?
I think it's just the Express.
It was-
The Polar Express is Christmas.
it was Frank Kenny Holbrook became the
Oh.
first black player at the University of Iowa,
Okay.
and then you had Prentice Gott in 1957, first black player for Oklahoma.
Well, the movie says maybe it doesn't say otherwise. but
Yeah.
I'm only as good as what I watch.
Is that true?
We
think you're more than that.
did receive a question. I mean, it's college football related,
Yeah.
and it has to deal with Carson Beck. And I know that
Ooh,
we're on.
yes.
I know that we're on.
Come on, let's talk
this
about
game,
Carson
but
Beck.
yeah.
bro. He's
We talked about this on the podcast, man. A shout out to Levi, but Carson Beck going into the portal.
Yep.
No contact tag, apparently. What are our thoughts about Carson Beck in the portal doing our thing?
He's going to Miami.
he wants to
Why?
be with his girlfriend.
Is that what it is?
Cabanera,
Are
sister or whatever.
Kevin Lear.
Isn't he dating the girl?
One of the sisters.
Players?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dating one of the basketball
Yeah.
sisters down there in Miami. So I think he's going to go to Miami.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to Miami.
Yeah, Cam Ward, he's dipping out. He's like probably the first quarterback off the board before Shador, in my opinion.
Hannah Cavendier.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those 3-word messages before. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he goes to Miami, man. I think he's got a great chance to start.
I think
he'll start.
I think it's
he
his
will
only chance to start.
He will start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't bring in a Carson Beck, and if you notice, they have not been very active at all in the portal, because I mean, he's going to command a $5+ million type of deal.
You think he's with 5?
Is he worth $5 in my eyes?
Or you think he'll get 5?
I think he's going to get 5, and I think it's the best move he could have made.
Yeah.
I talked about this last week. Like, I think Jalen Milroe should take his name out of draft consideration right now. I think all these middle tier guys, fringe guys, hey, Dan Mullen, you need a quarterback. Yo, give me $8 million. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be in Vegas for 5 months and live like a king.
Why not take that? Because listen, the NFL is not going anywhere.
It's not. It's literally going to be
not
there.
going, and you're just giving yourself more money more time to develop, to get more highlights, and if your draft stock goes down or up in the process, you're still making a couple.
Hey, Greg, can you do me a favor? This camera could potentially get knocked down.
Yeah, we need to talk. I'm gonna go talk to him.
No. You say, because you got that. You're in the center. Thank you. But in the meantime, I was gonna say,
this brother's got a drumstick in his hand. We make it work. Taking it, licking his fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Greg Larner.
But I was just saying, like, if you got your talent and skill set right, and it can translate easy to go to the league, why not do that?
You gotta fix it. You gotta fix it.
It's off?
Yeah, just a little bit. If you could just go up and to your perfect.
That's good.
That is absolutely great,
Perfect.
man.
Thank you.
Greg Larner, ladies and gentlemen, bro.
Yes.
I appreciate you, dog.
I'm really sorry about the wings, boys. I just got real tunnel visioned. And
Buddy, hey, listen.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
I'm not going to be mad for you longer than another 25 minutes. So you got about till the end of the show, and then I'll be fine. I'll be good.
all right, cool.
I'm just giving you a hard time. But I understand how that can be.
I know. It's been a day.
Oh, you're good, brother. Don't worry
You're
about it.
good. I want to make sure my
All right,
brother
Malcolm, what
always
were you
is-
saying?
I was just saying, your skill set whenever it comes to you being a quarterback. Would you rather be the third string quarterback for the Buffalo Bills in New York and you can't see your mom for Christmas, or would you rather go to UNLV, ball out, or would you rather go to Miami and ball out, get $5-6 mil
And a tan.
Well, yeah, in this day and age,
Why not?
it makes so much more sense to stay in school and in college because you get all that money.
Yep.
Now, granted, before NIL, you get some money under the table and things like that. They found ways to help you out, different things happen, but that's neither here nor there. But in this day and age, it really doesn't make sense to rush to the NFL. If you are a borderline guy, why would you want to rush to the NFL like you're talking about, Mig? Be a third string quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Granted, you have a chance to, potentially win the Super Bowl.
That's
you're on
not
a
your
good
Super
team.
Bowl, man.
That you're on a good team. You're on a good team. I get it. But you get practice squad. Maybe you're in preseason and you get cut and you're bouncing around. Why not go live like a king at college, making millions of dollars and dominating still on the football field and continue to grow and get better? Like we've seen these guys who stay in college longer have success in the National Football League. You look at a guy like Bo Nix.
Yeah.
You look at a guy like Jane Daniels, your boy.
Dude, he started at Arizona State, then went to
Yeah.
LSU. I mean, he popped around for a while.
Yeah, Michael Penix.
I mean, I'm telling you, the transfer portal. I was looking at this parody video.
Yeah.
The NBC Sunday countdown videos, and it's like, I'm Odell Beckham with the LSU. I'm Malcolm Harrison with the Tennessee. It's gonna be, I'm Carson Beck, went to the University of Georgia, also Miami, also had a stop at UNLV, also went to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be different now moving forward, and I'm intrigued, man. I think we're in a new day and age, but I'm all for it. I mean, I think the players are getting a lot of revenue share, but they've done it, man. Like the NCAA has got over for years, bro, for years.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been calling for this since the 80s. They've been calling for this since Brian Bosworth to the Deion Sanders to the Johnny Manziels.
What you know about Brian Bosworth?
I met him once.
Well, some.
But it's been happening for a long time. But the regulations are coming. Greg, you said it perfectly. We have seen a correlation, not a causation necessarily, but a correlation that the longer you stay in college, the better prepared you are for the NFL, the better prepared. And right now, you actually get paid for that development. And when you get there, you're probably going to be more prepared to keep a job in the NFL. The hardest thing about the NFL is that most guys that make it, they come from pretty tough backgrounds. They're gritty guys. They're going to tear your head off to get that spot because they want to get paid because I'm not going back to where I grew up. And
Also,
so you got to come up with that.
Also, more maturity level goes up the longer you stay in college, more life you've lived. You don't want to jump necessarily. It's got to be a difficult thing from a mental standpoint and a maturity standpoint. Some of these teenagers potentially are like young 20-year-olds to jump right into a professional atmosphere. They're dealing with guys that are in their late 20s, 30s, sometimes in their 40s. Like, it's just very different.
Yeah.
So allow the frontal lobe to continue to develop.
Like, could you imagine being let's say, 22-year-old? You're a quarterback back in the mid-2000s. You got James Harrison back there, the Steelers.
Bro, I would poop my pants,
brother. I mean, there is no way.
Like, there's just no way. I think that this is going to help out the game quite a bit, bro, because, like, think about it. Like, specifically, Josh Allen. All right, Josh Allen got 0 offers out of high school, except Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
And I'm pretty sure he, like, almost had to convince them. So say he's like, man, I'm going to just go to junior college. All right, so you get Josh Allen at junior college for 2 years, and then an additional 4 years. When he gets to Buffalo, he is already 6 years of playing pretty significant football
in the cold.
You're going to get such a finished product, these NFL teams. So,
and he's probably got the best looking fiance of the last, month. I think that's when they got engaged. I mean, Haley Steinfeld, man. Whew. She was on my list. She's, that little list that you make with your wife. Yeah. It's like if it had to happen, like we're in a, I don't know, we're having to be in a store and she's into it.
That's your hall pass?
Like I got a hall pass. That was one of them. Now I got a Eskimo bro with Josh Allen.
Yo, so
nothing wrong with that.
My man Levi was like, so like for TJ Finley, a 5th school in 5 years. I mean, that should help. The answer is no. This doesn't apply for everybody. I really don't think, it means much. And I know Matt, Greg is all in that wing, man.
Bro, you can for real. We're actually gonna, Matt. You deserve to have your comment shown because Mr. Greg Larnard.
I love these wings.
You're getting called out right now. Man.
It's all good, man. I'm gonna carry
those are good wings, brother.
I'm gonna carry my brother because he would carry me. If I had a bad day and I was like, you know what, I need a chicken wing order, man. I'm gonna do it, and I need you to carry me. You know what? He would get me to the promised land. But no, I think NIL is it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But question for y'all is, how do you put regulations on this? Because it's just like,
that's a million. That's a billion dollar question.
You've signed guys to multi-million-dollar contracts, and in 3 years, you're not just gonna be like, we actually can't do that anymore. But like, we have to honor that contract legally.
By the way, quick shout out. I didn't realize who we were talking about. Matt Burns. Shout out to him. Just got promoted to associate head coach at Ball State University for softball.
Oh, no kidding! Hey, congratulations, man.
I think that deserves a 3 claps. That's just me, man.
Yeah, had a boy. Congratulations.
That's awesome, man.
Congrats,
Continue. I'm done with my wings, so we good.
Thanks for coming back.
Welcome back.
I mean, I've been talking. Stop it.
I don't know how you add regulations. I think you got to add contracts now. I don't think the transfer portal should be what it is. I think that's where you're going to see the biggest adjustments. I don't see the one and done transfer portal staying. I think of Bill Belichick. I hope he doesn't go back to the NFL. I kind of want to see what it looks like in college. I've seen what he can do in the NFL. We know you can do it the best. Let's just see what you can do in college and have fun with it. You and your girlfriend can go to school together. And
and his son is there on staff.
See,
too.
bro,
his son is head coach
it's a
in
family
waiting.
affair. So
I don't think he's going to leave just because his son, and he wants to set up his son long term.
Yeah.
So,
but I would say that one of his requirements or suggestions to UNC was a contract. Like, these kids need to sign a contract. You can't transfer. I'm trying to build a pipeline to the NFL. And I think you'll see that before you see regulations of dollar values. I think you're going to see kids, you have to stay 2 years at this school because you got donors involved now. Bro, if I was a Haslam and I gave Nico $8 million and he transferred, 2 years in, I would be upset.
So quick thing I just saw flash across the screen. The game between the Rams and the Vikings that was supposed to go off from Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's in Arizona now.
Moving to Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah,
Oh,
all the
wow.
wildfires, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
have you seen those pictures?
Quick prayers up to Los Angeles. Boy, that looks terrible out there.
No,
it's devastating.
No, it's. I feel like California has got a new wildfire like every 6 months.
It's catastrophic though.
really
like I've never seen anything like that. Like you can see it from like flights. Like I've been seeing stuff on X, and no, it's Twitter. That felt wrong.
Yeah, X don't sound right.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
X gonna give it to you.
Well, Steve Kerr, his 90-year-old mother lived still in his childhood home, and it burned down to the ground. Like everyone got out safely, of course, but like Steve Kerr, like his family has been affected by this. So I think, and I think James Wood, like the guy we don't remember him too much from our childhood, but like he's always on Family Guy when we were growing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, he was always on. Like he lost his home in the Hollywood Hills, so I think you're going to see a lot of high-profile names like being affected by this in the news, as well as the non-home known names. So it's a hard time to be in California right now.
So what? I don't want to be non-sensitive to our listeners, but like, what happens now if your home burns down? Like, do you rebuild there or like?
Well, see, I don't know because Florida, the way they have it set up is that a lot of insurance companies do not cover flood insurance anymore. They won't cover hurricane insurance and all that. Like they don't do it anymore because it happens too often. I can see insurance companies doing something very similar with California in the future. They're going to start limiting the insurance that you can actually purchase to save your home from a fire because there's so much damage.
Yeah.
There's so many billions of dollars heading out. So when you start over, I mean, you have to because eventually these natural events, the insurance companies aren't paying for them anymore.
Yeah, man.
So you're going to lose. I mean, you're going to lose everything. It's hard. It's start over.
Devastating.
You're absolutely right. I mean, some things are bigger than sports, and I appreciate you catching that, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely praying for everybody impacted in California and really the country, man. I mean, I think it's been a wild start to 2025 with the weather and conditions. So just huge prayers around the country, but specifically Cali.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Are you hoping that we get snow tomorrow, or would you rather not snow in Chattanooga?
I haven't been grocery shopping, so like, I probably shouldn't have said that because my mom's probably listening. I'm so sorry,
Mama.
But yeah,
Mama Mig.
I don't know, bro.
What was the question?
Would you want it
Do you
to
want
snow?
snow tomorrow? Like, do you want snow?
Do I want snow?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, 100%. I went to the grocery store. I'm stocked up. I made chili tonight for the next couple days. We got the baby's like little like puffy, funny looking suit that she's gonna wear and take pictures in the snow. Yeah, I'm praying for it, man.
Oh gosh.
But see, I'm not used to it, man. Like you're used to snow.
Hey, I am used. I could go without the snow for sure. I just, if it's gonna do anything, just give me a little. It's gonna cover the mountains, but it doesn't usually hit the valley.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping for is just maybe like a little, like a flurry. Just give me like a flurry, something nice that I can jump in the hot tub too, and it's just flurrying out there. That's a great.
You in this
little
hot tub,
setup.
You're a different type of guy.
A good little setup.
If you don't follow Greg Launard on Instagram or social media
Greg
at any
Launard.
capacity, you're missing out on the infamous hot tub videos.
You don't see any videos up there. We don't post.
I guess
videos.
yeah. Well, you both
Keep those private.
well, is it not public?
I mean, I don't.
You don't
I
give
post-
like
I don't post videos.
hot tub takes?
I mean, I do. I did that one
You
video.
just gave you a great segment name, by the way.
Hot takes.
Dude, remember the Amanda show? Did she not do like a hot tub
maybe we
thing
should
with the
do one
lobsters and all
tomorrow.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Okay, hot tub takes.
Chat it up.
Well,
Hot tub
when
takes
I
with
did
Greg.
when I did a hot tub video for Chatted Up Sports, like nobody shared it, so I was like, "Oh, is this like too much? Like, do people not want to be posting like shirtless Greg?"
It surprised me. It surprised me.
You're just hairier than I was expecting.
Yeah, like for sure. I'm gonna just come out and say
Like,
it,
I
bro.
thought you were wearing
That's
a
fine.
shirt in the hot tub,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it was just
Yeah,
that
we
was
got some-
just
we
you,
got
baby.
some hamburger meat up in here. You
You're
know,
Italian, man. You're
Yeah.
Italian. You get a good tan. You got a great. You know, you're ready for any weather.
yeah, true. All right, we can do some hot tub takes.
You're
tomorrow,
ready
maybe.
for any weather, bro.
Italians are outside a lot. I don't know. They on the sun and stuff. You got the hair. You can go in Wyoming with Josh Allen.
Man, while we're at it, I know we've done some promo, but again, shout out to Mike's Hole in the Wall, man. Best place in the city. Get some wings, get a beer, man. Tomorrow, I know it's going to be snowing, but if it is safe, Mike's, I mean, they're going to have some great specials for you when it comes to wings and beer and good atmosphere. Definitely. It's warm. I mean, I know
It is
right
warm.
now it's cold outside, but this patio area, I haven't felt much, man. It feels really good. And shout out to Mike's and the entire staff. Make sure you come and spend some time.
To
with
be
us.
fair, he's wearing a hoodie, a jacket, a beanie, long pants.
I'm Kobe.
Brother got
Kobe.
4 pairs of socks on.
Yeah, man. So I know that we obviously have some big playoff games, but in multiple leagues.
What about the game tomorrow?
I mean,
Ohio
do
State,
you
Texas?
want to talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Greg, let's talk about it. Let's jump into it. All right, you're Steve Sarkisian.
okay.
What are you drawing up tomorrow? Obviously, this is the trend that has been constant when it comes to Ohio State in Texas is that Ohio State starts fast and they create avalanches on their opponents. You've seen it with Tennessee when they got out to a 14-0 lead, which really snowballed into a 21-10 halftime lead. And you saw it at one point with Oregon. They were up 34-0. Correct me if I'm wrong. How do you stop that from happening in just a little under 24 hours? And my boy, Town, a.k.a. Dallas, Texas, and Arlington.
You can't.
Are you serious? You what percentage are you giving Texas tomorrow?
To win the game?
Outright, money line.
15%.
15.
So is it because of talent? Is it because of scheme?
I think it's the way that Ohio State is approaching games nowadays. I mean, you did not see this level of aggressiveness, this level of veracity from not only the offense, and I love what's his name, Chip Kelly, is doing with the offense there. He's being much more aggressive. They're getting a better balance between running and throwing the football. They're taking big shots. They're protecting Will Howard. Like, that was the big thing, especially going into the Tennessee game, boys, that I had my doubts about Ohio State. Their offensive line has been banged up, and that's what everybody's been talking about. But these last 2 games in the playoff, they've been doing nothing but protecting Will Howard, giving him clean pockets, allowing him to crush it to his incredibly talented wide receivers, Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Ibuka, not Abdul Carter, Carnell Tate. Yep. I mean, they don't even have to run the football all that much. The running game, as I heard you talk about it, has been a little disappointing. You know,
Travion Henderson's still the man, though.
yeah,
He's still
Junkins
really
hasn't
good.
been what we all anticipated
that's
him to
crazy.
be. Yeah,
But that's a great
I remember
point,
you talking about that.
Yeah,
I give
man.
credit to you on that
Thank
one
you,
because
bro.
I was
Thank
listening when you guys were doing it. I was like,
Thank
yeah, he's right. Like, Junkins has not been, and Travion Henderson has been kind of more of the man, like you're talking about, GT. Like, the way that Texas is going to win this football game is they have to find a way to put pressure on Will Howard and not allow big plays in the secondary. Now, Texas's secondary is the best that Ohio State's going to face. It's better than Oregon's. It's certainly better than Tennessee's. They got to get pressure on Will Howard and allow those players in the secondary that are more talented, that do not allow a lot of big plays, to feast. Because if Will Howard has time, he will eventually find a way. It might not be as many big plays as we saw in the first two games for Ohio State, but he'll find a way to make some big plays. Ohio State is not going to blow out Texas. Don't get me wrong here. I believe this is going to be a closer game. And despite the way that they played against Arizona State, I think everybody looks at that game against Arizona State and thinks, oh man, it was a close game against a team that probably shouldn't have gotten a first round bye, but Texas isn't that good. It took him overtime, a 4th and 13, big throw from Quinn Ewers.
Cam Scatterby had the game of his life. So
I mean, that dude is a
the game of his life.
cult hero. I love that man.
Yeah.
I love that man. The Amish Annihilator.
The Amish Annihilator.
Incredible.
That's what they calling him.
That's what I'm calling him. But yeah, they got to find a way to disrupt Howard. They got to find a way to force turnovers. That's the way that Texas will win this game because Texas' offensive line is very good.
Yeah.
Like I said, the secondary is good. They've got some skill position players, but they're not as good as what Ohio State throws out.
I think you're just going to see a lot of Quinn and Arch for Texas to win.
We haven't seen any Arch.
I know, and I think that's what
I
you
feel like
have
everybody's
to do.
been talking about that, and we have not seen any Arch really. Like he's played a little bit.
But
He's had a couple of plays. He'll run the football a little bit, but
it's always goal line stance, man. He's always like the running quarterback.
yeah.
But I think, man, if
He didn't get any run in that
I think
Arizona
the
State
strategy
game.
is that you're going to throw a little bit of both in there, like they kind of did throughout the season. I think that's worked. But if Quinn Ewers, I mean, if he struggles at all, if there's like 2 picks in the first half kind of thing, I think you see Arch, take it home and see what happens. And I don't see you stick with Quinn. I mean, but I think the strategy has to be both of them.
I'm laughing because I literally have heard everybody say that every single matchup Texas has played.
That's true.
It's like that is the storyline. Oh, Quinn,
We're all waiting
Quinn
for it.
struggled. Quinn hasn't struggled that bad. Like Quinn has not been that big of an issue. Like I know he had a pick in that first game against Clemson.
Yeah.
He was fine, in that game against
Hey, Cam,
Arizona State. Cam.
Hey, Cam.
can I get a Miller Lite? You want one?
I would like an order of wings to go.
That was Wilbur. Sauce.
Yeah, the Wilbur with
The mix.
ranch. Yeah, to go.
Mickey, you want anything?
No, I'm
Okay.
good. I got
you didn't even want
I got some
nothing.
tilapia and asparagus at the crib.
Oh, okay.
My boy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm trying to, be good.
Yeah. All right.
Although I did want a Miller Lite because, I feel like I'm not, I'm hooping, but I'm not. Like I need something to take the
Yeah.
edge off. It's been a hard
It's been a
day.
week, man.
Yeah.
It's been a week. It's first week back from really work, holidays. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard on everybody.
Yeah, it's been
Like-
hard.
Like Quinn is Quinn. I mean, in that game against Arizona State, he threw
Talk
for over
to him.
300 yards,
Like
3 touchdowns. Like this man is not the issue right now. Quinn's been playing pretty good football.
Greg, I love your. We have been agreeing a little too
We
much
have.
for my liking.
I love
in
it
the
though.
last
I'm okay with it.
5
for right now.
days. When it comes to Carrot Holly is hilarious, man. When it
Just
comes
looking at you.
when it comes to Quinn Ewers,
Yeah.
he walked Arizona State down not once but twice in order to avoid overtime.
Yeah.
Kicker missed both times.
The kicker, man.
So when I tell you, if Texas has a chance tomorrow, Quinn's going to need to play exactly like he's been playing. I'm looking at receivers though. Matthew Golden, he's going to have a career day. There's no doubt about it. I mean, to give him a chance. And there needs to be a defensive touchdown. All this Will Howard, I mean, we talked about it. In these 2 games, I think Will Howard has about a 70% completion percentage. And it feels like he's almost thrown for more touchdowns
Mm-hmm.
than incompletions.
Yeah.
Because at the end of these games, we're running the ball. So I think Sarkisian, to me, and y'all know how I feel about Sark. I mean, he's been my offensive coordinator for the Falcons.
You love him.
One of the best play callers in the game of football.
Big man crush.
He's going to have to call some shit tomorrow. Pardon my language.
No, that's language is allowed. It's chatted up sports. Do you think Sark's the reason why that kicker missed those field goals?
I think it was, yeah. I think
I think
yeah.
he puts his arm around the kicker a little too much when the big kicks come. He's just like, "Hey, buddy, you feeling good? You ready to go get it?" It's
Just leave your kickers alone.
leave him alone. Like,
Like-
you don't even talk to him.
Philip Fulmer used to have psyche valves for important positions of high pressure for Tennessee.
Yeah.
So he used to do quarterbacks and kickers. All had to get like major psyche valves because he wanted to see like, all right, what
Like,
this is. How do you respond to this? How do you respond to this?
And a lot of us, we haven't been a kicker before, but most folks have played golf. If you came up to me when I'm trying to putt and you're just like, "Hey, brother, how you feeling? You feeling good? You gonna go make this putt?" And it's like, no, listen, I'm already gonna miss the putt, but now I'm gonna miss the putt by much further because you're over here messing with me.
I guarantee
Stop
you,
messing
Sark.
with me.
I guarantee you, Sark was like, "Hey, go send us home."
Yeah, like I have no problem with what Sark did. He's just trying to instill some confidence in his kicker, who just had missed one. He was okay. I want to give you a little extra pep talk. Hey, I have confidence in you. Like you said, Meg, I think that's the perfect way to say, hey, send us home.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Send us on to the semifinal.
I guarantee
something
that's what
along
he
those
said.
lines.
Or something like that.
Just trying to pump him up. Like
Yeah.
the male ego, like, I need that. Like inflate my ego a little bit.
Because Sark has some swag.
He
Like, people
does.
don't know. Like, Sark
He does.
is really kind of a coach you would like to play for. Like, I would send my son to Texas.
Can I make a Miggy take? I don't even know if it's a Miggy take.
Go
I
ahead.
think it's just a take.
We love a Mickey
I
take.
love a Miggy take. If Texas loses to Ohio State,
Okay.
Steve Sarkisian,
No.
what do you think I'm going to say?
No, he's going to be fired.
No,
Or he's going to go to the NFL.
he's going to go to the Cowboys.
Exactly.
He's going to take over Mike McCarthy.
Well, the Cowboys didn't even want him to. Oh, go, baby.
No.
Yes.
Mike McCarthy, Jerry Jones just likes control. He just likes control. I saw something funny the other day. Jerry Jones, he acted in some Landman movie. It's called Landman.
Yeah.
And it's like The Onion. It was like the only fans who were not impressed by Jerry Jones's acting skills were Cowboys fans who've watched him act like he knows football the last 35 years.
Yeah.
So I think Jerry Jones, I think he put Sark in there.
Okay. Notre Dame has been opening it up here in the second half.
I mean, I told you, boys.
Open it up. And you know what the key was?
What's
Jeremiah Love has been the engine to get this thing going.
Yeah.
He's ripped off some big runs here in the second half. Riley Leonard is back. He just hit a big shot down the sideline. Notre Dame's looking like they're getting back on track.
Game of football in life. I sound like a drunk uncle right now.
Come on.
Take one sip of this.
The game of football and life. And life. They're the same. They're the same, guys. Nah, seriously, game of football and life, you got to make adjustments to get to where you need to go. As you have Notre Dame knocking. Guys, please.
His brother said, I'm going to take a sip of this. I'm going to sit back and say,
What?
boys, I'm going to tell you about life.
That Miller Lite did something to your
Uncle
boy.
at the cookout.
Man, my sister called me Unc today, man.
Unc.
Yeah, she called me Unc.
Are you an Unc?
Shannon Sharp?
Nah, I better not be. Girl,
Better not
I'll
be.
get been a corner on it. Whoa. Been a corner on him. Shout out to LeAngelo Ball. Talk about a rebrand. Greg, have you heard the song by LeAngelo?
The Jello song, it's like hitting the
man.
NBA by storm right now.
So it's everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
That's probably gonna be a top track.
You got that, and then you got
What?
what was her name?
Help me.
Go, Riley. Yes.
Wow.
Fox
Riley.
Sports,
Oh,
Joy Taylor.
Joy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Joy. Oh, boy,
It's a joy right now in
joyride.
Miami.
It's a joyride.
Yeah, that
Boy.
was. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the local Fox Sports, there's some
know.
lawsuits out there alleging some pretty crazy stuff. Skip Bayless and Emmanuel Acho,
Acho.
Joy Taylor. Is it Acho? I
Yeah.
call him Acho. So tomato.
Oh, I mean, man, I'm gonna hold my reservations for Joy because I can't believe anything you read, man.
No, exactly.
No,
we'll
you
see what
know.
happens. I don't want to get too far in the weeds on this.
No.
one, but-
But I'm just thinking
It's
but
crazy
sometimes
story
that's
right
the
now.
Stuff that that's
you're
sports
right.
news too.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it is.
Yeah, and I support Joy and everything this shit does, man. As a professional.
Anyways, what percentage would you give?
Looking at this,
What percentage would you give Texas to win this game?
I love how y'all tried to transition out of that. It was a joke,
I
Gregory.
didn't try. I did it.
We're a family program. We understand, man. All right.
I got the C on my chest. I gotta be diligent.
I
what does that have to do
I
with Joy
understand.
Taylor?
It's a lot to do with it.
Okay.
Well, personally, in terms of Texas, I think that I give them a 35% chance to win. I mean, I think Ohio State is clearly the favorite, but once you eat, you get full. Now, Ohio State has been eating like this is like a little dip in here.
Yeah, this is no. That's
So easily distracted, J.R. Smith.
sip of water.
Easy, bro. You've already spilled enough on this tablecloth. Yeah, there you go. You are the true J.R. Smith.
But
That's
to
true.
the point I was making, once you eat, you get full, right? And I think they have been on a tear since Michigan, and I think that Ryan Day is who we think he is, but there was so much emotion, and they just wanted to get it out.
Yeah.
I think Oregon really just had a bad day at the office. I think Tennessee was overpowered. When it comes to recruiting, yes, Ohio State was number 1 for NIL spend. Who was number 2? Texas. Texas is right there with it.
Yeah.
They got the money, they got the resources, they got the facilities. It's a home game, and they're underdog. Doesn't feel right.
Ohio State travels, though.
They do travel, but bro, everything is bigger in Texas. The Cotton Bowl for a chance to go to the national title game.
Yeah.
You don't think the Longhorns have been waiting on this moment since 2005 and Mac Brown?
No, I think you're right.
So
give me a score. What's the score?
If I just with my soul had to go to right now, I'm gonna go with let's go 38-24. 38-24 Ohio State. I think that
pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I think Texas is obviously going to score, but I just think Ohio State is going to be too much in the second half. And I think they're just going to pull away and be able to properly execute and run their offense. But it's going to be a great game.
What's the percentage that you have Texas winning? Are you picking Ohio State?
I am picking Ohio State.
So what percentage would you give Texas to win?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a lot closer. I think it's like a 40-60. I mean, I like Ohio State much more.
So you're giving 40% chance for
40% chance to win. I think that from an explosive standpoint, Texas is the only team in the college football playoffs, maybe Oregon, but they didn't show that can keep up with Ohio State. They have the receivers, they got the arm strength, they have honestly their running game's really good. Like they have.
Is it?
So I just think
Is
that
it though?
I mean,
Texas's running game is kind of
weird.
weak.
Boise State's where they only use the running back.
Wisner, Blue. I mean, they struggled against Arizona State, who's a small
Look at the
front.
full season.
Small
Look
front.
at the full season.
To GT's point, this is what I'm looking at too. I'm looking at same opponents that Ohio State and Texas have played. That team is Michigan. Texas made Michigan. I watched the entirety of the game with my father before the NC State game. Texas made Michigan, who was fully healthy, had all their starters, all their draft, the Will Johnsons. I mean, everybody healthy. They made them and ran them out of Austin.
Yeah, 31-12.
All
I
right.
picked Michigan in that game.
They
Crazy
ran
enough.
them out of Austin.
Yeah.
Now, Ohio State couldn't even get the game in their flow of
They were
offense
home.
going. And they were at home, and everybody was hurt for Michigan. Right? So Texas is going to make stuff interesting. Like, let's just not act like it's going to be a 4-touchdown blowout. That ain't happening.
I mean, I do think Joseph Guthrie, our college football expert, is right. For Ohio, it is coaching malpractice for Jeremiah Smith not to get 10-plus targets per game. I think if Ohio State can successfully get Jeremiah Smith involved, active, open, which I think he will, Ohio State's got this in the bag. They just do. But if that defense plays even just a lick better than Oregon, they have the offense to keep up with it. My score, it's going to be 42-38.
Ooh, okay.
Ohio State.
Whew.
I'll go 31-24 Ohio State.
You think it's going to be a lower scoring game?
So you guys are thinking Ohio State coverage like me? 100%. Okay. All right, cool. Sweet. Well, that's our preview for Ohio State.
We're all on Ohio State.
We're all on Ohio State, and are we all on Notre Dame?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on Notre
I'm on
Dame
Notre
for this
Dame,
game.
but
I thought Notre Dame was
not-
going to win.
They're finally showing something.
This will be a big stop right here.
And
it
they
will be.
got it. I know that we only have a few more minutes due to laptop preservation.
Yep.
So I want to be mindful
Wait,
of
what?
that, of laptop
Laptop
preservation.
preservation.
Here, you don't have a charger?
Battery. Well, I don't have a plug to do it because of the things. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a USB-C.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
So I want to get into the NFL playoffs just really fast. If there's an upset for this weekend, and I'm going to list the games,
Yeah, list
so
the games
you guys
for
don't
our
have
listeners and viewers.
to look them up. If there's an upset for this weekend, we're going to have the Chargers taking on the Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. And again, when I say these games, the bottom team is at home. You're going to have Denver at Buffalo, Green Bay at Philly, Washington at Tampa Bay, and Minnesota at the LA Rams. Is there a specific team that you're like, hey, this is gonna be an upset? First?
Well, let me. Can we clarify something before we go over this?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a quick peek, shall we?
Who's favored in each game?
Let's take a quick peek at the standings, because you're right.
Okay.
You're right, because look, Tampa Bay might be at home, but the Commanders had a better season, did they not?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
and
still
the only
scared of
reason
Tampa Bay as a
that
Commanders fan.
the only reason that they're there is because they won that crap ass NFC South division. So the Commanders finished 12-5. Tampa Bay's favored by 3 at home against the Commanders. So are the Commanders technically they're the
Yeah.
They're
which
not
I don't
favored.
think they should be.
They're not favored.
What is their ranking? I guess because it's a wild card game, right?
Yeah.
So
I know they're the lower seed, but damn, I would be very tempted to pick the Commanders in this game. I don't know if Tampa Bay is their defense is gonna be able to hold up against what Jane Daniels and company can do.
Well, Jaden Daniels, they got taken out of the last game of the year. I think he wasn't playing the best, but also no reason to risk an injury.
Yeah, of course.
Right before the playoffs. So
Marcus Mariota cooked
fine.
a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, it makes me nervous. I would say Commanders would be the one off the top of my head, just because they are. Because like Greg said, they had the better season. They are the stronger team, but for some reason they're not the favorite, and so the Commanders look real good. I also think don't sleep on the LA Rams, man. Don't sleep on the LA Rams. They got a lot to win for. They had to move their entire game to Arizona for this, so I think they got a lot to play for the city of LA. And Vikings are good, and I think that they're a better team than LA, right? So give me the Rams on that.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Sam Darnold is legit in the playoffs or not. I'm really looking forward to that game on Monday to see what Sam Darnold has.
Yeah,
I love that take from you guys. I really do.
Because you and I were both on the Vikings in that game going into that final week of the season,
Heavy.
and they laid an absolute egg. Sam looked like his butthole shriveled up because he couldn't make any throws. There were 3 wide open touchdown passes he missed.
Yeah.
He was missing throws left, right, and center.
One to Addison, one to Jettis.
Right in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
You know, a shout out to the Lions, bro. I love their coaching staff there. I
love Lions.
I know they're in my division, but for whatever reason, I don't have a problem if the Lions won.
I think because they've been bad all your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Dan Campbell. I like Aaron Glenn. I like Ben Johnson. I like Jared Goff. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. They're just a very likable team.
Yeah.
So, I'd much rather have the Lions win the Super Bowl than the Bears and the Vikings. I hate those two franchises. I don't hate the Lions. They've been the lovable losers my entire life. And now they're actually good. And yeah, do I want to beat them if we played them? Of course, I do. But if I had to pick somebody else to go on and represent the NFC, I wouldn't have any problem rooting for the Lions. As a Packer fan.
I think the Lions or the Eagles are the 2 favorites in this whole thing.
I
got to get the Chiefs.
yeah. You got
You're talking about from the NFC.
Yeah,
NFC. Yeah.
I will say
NFC's wide open, I feel like.
my one upset for this weekend is actually going to be, can't believe I'm saying this, the Green Bay Packers. I think Jalen Hurts, because I'm looking at lines, and 4.5, that line is weird. It should be truly like an 8.5, 9-point spread for how bad the Packers have looked in the last month. I just, something's weird.
You think they know something?
I think they know something, and I don't think Jalen Hurts is 100%. And
He was a full go at practice on Thursday.
Yeah, but the one thing that the Packers wake up for the playoffs. They just happen to do so. Offense has been sputtering, but the one constant has been Josh Jacobs, right? I mean, you watch these games more than I do, Greg.
Yep.
I mean, I think that the Packers are gonna not roll over, and then also, I mean, this team defensively has been the best unit in all of football. Bro, the Denver Broncos are going to play with everything in them. And I think Bo Nix is going to try and ruin this fraudulent MVP season for Josh Allen.
What a sleeper little Denver Broncos team this year.
Sleeper, bro.
Sleeper little Denver Broncos team this year.
Yeah. I mean, you look at their point differential, plus 114. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
That's really good. That's better than the Chiefs. The Chiefs are only at plus 59.
They are the most whack.
Yeah.
I don't agree. And the only reason is because they are a much different team right now than they were at the beginning of the season. They're much healthier. They've got all of their weapons back. You know, like that. The Chiefs are still scary to me because I think they're a very different team than some of the numbers would say. And they've got Hollywood, they got Juju, they've got DeAndre Hopkins, they've got Kareem Hunt, they've got Pacheco. Like,
don't put Pacheco in there, man.
Their weapons are healthy.
Pacheco is
defense is nasty.
Yeah.
Kelsey's there. Like, I mean, it's still a thing until somebody knocks off the Chiefs.
They have just such a Golden State Warriors feeling.
They do.
I'm just like, I just want them to lose.
Well, I do too. Trust me, I do.
I don't even want to think about them winning. I don't want to think about Pat Mahomes competing for a Tom Brady-like resume so quickly after Tom Brady retired. I mean, what happened to, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's all a little too easy for the Chiefs sometimes.
It really is.
I need Lamar to get one.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry, man.
I need him to get one.
Give me D. Henry, bro.
I need him
to
to
see
get
him. I want to see it because that is probably the baddest team in these NFL playoffs.
Shout out to AA Ron. What's up, baby? It's good to see you, man.
Good to see AA Ron. What's
and
up,
Erkin.
Oh, we got Erkin on, bro.
Got along.
Cap and glue.
No.
Dude, he's what made us. He
Captain
made us
Oglu.
international.
There you go. You got it.
I got it. I was thinking through it.
He made us international. We were in Turkey for just a sliver of a little bit of time. Because of
we
him.
were.
So, we love you, Doc.
Well, y'all, I know I got a sliver of battery left. Is there anything else that we need to discuss?
I mean, I would love to give you my upset pick for the playoffs.
I would love that. Well, I'm sorry, Greg. Feel free to hop in here. I didn't know wing residue was still.
I ain't eating any wings anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
I love what you said about the Packers. I mean, you kind of just spoke it into my existence. I know the number started at like 3 and it's been bet up to like 4.5. Mm-hmm. So a lot of money coming in on the Eagles on that perspective. But you mentioned Jalen Hurts and him being a little, iffy in terms of the concussion, and he hasn't played in a couple of weeks. Like, there is probably going to be a little rust on him.
Since week 15.
Yeah, it's going to be a little rust on him. A.J. Brown also left practice on Thursday. Yeah. Or actually, he left practice on Wednesday, did not practice on Thursday. He's got a knee issue going on. They said they expect him to play, but who knows if he's going to be 100%.
Sure.
So that's another issue. And again, I get it. I mean, you got to contend with Saquon Barkley. That's hard. The Packers need to get Josh Jacobs rolling. They need to try to establish the run, which is going to be no easy feat against that incredible defensive line for the Eagles. The Packers' offensive line is going to have to play like gangbusters, and their defense is going to have to find a way to force some turnovers. That's the only way. I said it on the show on Monday, but I don't have expectations of them winning. I think they're certainly talented enough to do so, but they wouldn't be my upset. My upset pick would be the Commanders to beat the Bucs.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going with the Commanders. Their play style, they're fun. Like, if it's not the Packers, I'm rooting for the Commanders.
I love you. Thank you.
I'm rooting for the Commanders
and the Lions.
The Bucs are a bad football
Let's go
team.
Washington.
They're a flawed football team. I think they're okay. I mean, look, Baker threw 42 touchdowns this year or some shit? Like,
he plays like every play is his last.
I like Baker. Like,
Baker's so.
He's a fun dude to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I just have to give flowers. I mean, it's just. I think it's frustrating just beating him twice and seeing him in the playoffs.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's more on the Falcons then.
Yeah.
Underperforming Falcons.
Yeah. But look, I'll just rip through my picks. I'm gonna go with Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I'll go with the Bills. I'll go with the Rams. No, I go to Vikings probably. Vikings will probably find a way to win. Eagles and Commanders.
All right. GT?
Yeah, and I know our viewers don't, watch me for my takes. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with give me the Chargers, give me the Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo, Philadelphia, Washington, and then give me the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, man. Give me the Chargers, the Baltimore Ravens,
the Denver Broncos,
Buffalo Bills.
Oh, you're going to go with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me the Green Bay Packers straight up.
Thank you for the confidence.
I don't think Philly. I don't know. It's something weird. That defense is great, but like, something's off. The Commanders are going to win soundly, and then also, I think they're motivated. Give me the Rams. I think Sean McVay has something up his sleeve, but Brian Flores, he's not going to have 2 bad games like that. Gave up 31.
Hey,
Ben Johnson got in his bag.
Aaron said all three of you picking the Ravens is a bad omen.
Fair point.
Bad omen.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna pick the Ravens until I'm blue in the face.
They'll win this round, but I just until I see it, something happen in the playoffs. Like they just don't do well coming from behind. Pause.
Yeah.
So,
Well, boys.
Hey, it's been real. I mean, we're
been
right
fun.
at in an hour. I mean, appreciate Mike's Hole in the Wall again for having us. Enjoy all the playoff. What?
yeah, sorry, he got him. He's in the
Okay.
grasp.
Enjoy all the playoff games, both collegiate and NFL. And we will see you guys Monday, right? We're gonna have a show on Monday.
Back on
We
Monday.
will have a show on
And,
Monday, probably virtual.
We'll
But
debrief and give a full synopsis. Y'all like that vocab?
yeah, and we'll be able to talk about that game going down on Monday night between the Rams and the Vikings.
That sounds like a
I
plan
like
to me.
Yeah,
Follow us everywhere.
Thank
All
you.
platforms. Also, we got some news coming up that we will break in a few. We're not going to do it right now, but
Look out next week. We got some fun announcements. We got a big chili cook-off coming up February 1st. Owl's Nest Barbecue. Some of the best chili you're going to find out there. This is the real deal. Chattanooga Times Freeze Press will be out there. We're going to be judging the competition. So come out. Owl's
some
Nest
chili.
Barbecue in Ottawa. Let's eat some chili. Let's drink some beers, talk sports, have a good time. Okay.
February 1st at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Owl's
That's
Nest
right.
Barbecue in Ottawa. Be there, be square. Come hang out, say hello. It'd be great to see y'all, and get you some chili. You know, it's getting cold outside as we've been
Let's
talking.
do it.
It's freezing
Let's do it.
right now, but it's been great. It has been fantastic. Great to see you guys. Good show. I mean, a lot of laughs. Some good sports analysis. Garrett, whenever you can get out of the house, Papa GT, it's always good to see you.
Oh,
Shout out to Bliss and Pip and Chase and Hannah
and Gracie.
and Gracie and Joseph. Joseph, feel better, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're listening.
Shout out to
but
Joseph
feel
Guthrie.
better, bro.
Deserves a day off.
bro, for real, like your
I don't think he's
PTO
taking a
request
day
has
off.
been granted, bro.
And I'm
You're good.
very proud of us that we figured this out. Yeah, there's a couple little glitches, but we figured it out.
Yeah, would you say 3 semi-smart men can make 1 smart guy?
Yes,
So you know what? I'm fine.
exactly.
And
Shout
my
out to
wing
Cam
order is
right
here.
here.
Shout out to Cam.
We rock
We're trying to
Cam.
get her on the podcast.
Yeah, Cam, you're hopping on the podcast in 25. In 2025, you're
We need
gonna
you
hop
on the
on the
podcast.
podcast.
We need you on the podcast.
You're gonna hop on the podcast in 2025. This year, you're gonna be on this podcast.
Jeez Louise.
What? No. Shout out to Cam, always keeping the wings and the beers flowing and the waters flowing. We appreciate her.
Yeah.
My boys.
And from all of us, it's been another fun episode of Chat It Up. Like and subscribe on all platforms. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Peace.
Stay safe tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.